Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be an Aries. No idea what I was going to say just then because my mind's gone blank, but it's an Aries reading for March 2020. We're going to have a look at the overall energies there and see. Please do excuse me. Apparently, Mercury in retrograde is removing words out of my head and my mouth, so apologies in advance. So we're going to be having a look at the overall energy here via the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan for just insights for the month. We're going to be pulling some oracle cards for outcomes, but first of all, we'll obviously channel via the guides and see what they want to bring forward. I will just say, when I was pre-shuffling the deck and I was just kind of tuning into the energy, it feels like surrender. This is about surrendering. It's meant to take you to a height that you haven't experienced. So an evolution, an evolved consciousness, this is especially going to be for people who felt like they've been in a dark tunnel and have been trying to grow and incubate almost in a cocoon-like energy, and they want to sort of start evolving into something else that they feel that they are almost now shifting into. This is very much going to be for you. Because it's like a new consciousness, it's a new conscious awareness, it feels like to me. But there's a bit of navigation to get through to sort of before we can get to where we need to go. Let's see what else Spirit wants to show us here. Yeah, there's something, Two of Swords. You're going to want to take this leap of faith, but there's a Two of Sword element to this. So there's an illusionary element, there's, as per what I said before. What is it you don't want to see? What is it you don't want to acknowledge? This card, Queen of Pentacles, was hiding in the deck. This is the practical element. This is the practical element of things. There's a practicality that you're not looking at here, which is, again, don't forget what I mentioned about the grounding. Make sure you're grounding. If you aren't sure how to do that, then please Google it. Alternatively, I mean, there's an exercise you can do where you're rooting your root chakra into the earth. So you're imagining a root coming from root chakra deep into the earth, and you're rooting that there. And you're imagining yourself as an oak tree that is, you know, can bend in the wind but is not breakable. And your roots go very much deep into the earth here. So any issues, you're still sort of, you know, moving around in the air and the wind, but your roots are still very much rooted. That is the best grounding exercise. Alternatively, you can walk barefoot around, take a walk. But yeah, grounding, make sure you're grounding. You feel like something's over. You're scared to start something new because you're worried that something is over. But the problem is you haven't seen the full picture yet, but you're assuming it's over and it's not. You're assuming it's over and it's not. There's a victory here. Yeah, this is the warrior energy, the Knight of Wands. This is the warrior energy here. It's like, again, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have, look, very, very straightforward warrior-like energy, and then we're going to have, and that's the ladder. And then in a minute, we're going to have the snake, which is some weird closure of energy. Let's have a look. Clarify Knight of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. Someone is going to make a concerted effort into making a gesture of an emotional nature that is going to, again, this is the snake. The Ace of Cups in reverse is about an emotional gesture that is emotionless, or there's an outspill of emotion that is not necessarily positive. It's like maybe there isn't emotions there. Look for any... This could also be player energy. This could be someone that's approaching you that doesn't have emotions or doesn't have a strong emotional connection to you, that is making you feel like, you know, they're offering a gesture here and there, and actually it's not real. You're going up the ladder and down the snake. Yeah, I don't know if I like this energy. And I feel like someone could even be coming towards you to offer something brand new in your opinion, so therefore the Fool energy, and that's the thing you're not seeing, which is that you kind of don't want to see the illusion behind it. There could also be a third party here with this person could be in a relationship, because this is the thing, the Knight of Wands can also stand for someone who's already in a relationship, hence the Queen of Pentacles, but because maybe they're not particularly emotionally mature, because they're not a king. Or there could be an age gap between you. You could be an older female and this is the younger male, or they're in a relationship with an older female, but this could be just an age gap with you and them. They're not coming... It doesn't look like this person has the capability of what you want emotionally. Just what I'm reading from these cards at the moment. Wow. And now we have a ladder. Yeah, that was the snake. And look, this is now the ladder. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like someone's making an offer and it's turning the tides have turned. Someone's making a brand new offer. and it's all bright and shiny and brand new, and it's all lovely, and it looks very feasible. It looks like this is a tangible offer because we've got pentacles everywhere. Let's clarify. Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, please, Spirit. What can you tell us about this for Aries? This is actually, yeah. And they may come towards you and say, oh, I've got rid of this person now, and look, let's start afresh. Let's start afresh. They could even be married, if I'm totally honest with you. They've cut them out. They've made their decision. But someone's making a decision here that is, the tides are turning. Again, the ladder. Someone's then going up the ladder. All right? And there's like a little pot of gold at the end of this ladder. And then the other cards that came up after this are the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay? Now, upright, this would be like, wow. This is like someone's dreams coming true. You know, lovely little gesture or commitment, you know, that is solid. When it's reversed, it's not tangible, it's not here, it's not. So this could be an empty promise, all right? This could be someone that's, again, that's now this is the snake going back down again, all right? Now, just for argument's sake, because I can kind of see where this is going, let's look at the outcome for this, because this is maybe only one scenario. And Spirit is saying, no, it's not. Right, let's have a look. What else can you tell me about this scenario, please, Spirit, for Aries? What is actually going on here? The snakes and ladders scenario. What is the situation here? Knight of Cups. I'm hearing they're scared, and it's like they're essentially doing snakes and ladders. It's like they're kind of 2 steps forward, 15 steps back, 2 steps forward, 15 steps back. Someone's scared. Knight of Cups. This is more of an emotive offering now. They're scared to move this forward. I feel like if you have gestured to this person, look, if you don't make a freaking decision, I'm off. Then now they're scared, and now they're trying to make an offering, but they don't have anything behind it because they can't. And so they're scared you're going to leave, which means they're just offering something empty, because it just means that they're scared that you're just going to leave. But at some point in time through the March period, maybe even the end of March, and it could even be at the end when the 24th and the 25th meet, because don't forget, you've got to remember here, the moon and the sun is going to be conjunct on the 24th of 24th of March, and Chiron. So we've got a cleansing of the sun, the masculine, a cleansing of the moon, the feminine, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So there is going to be a cleansing of the masculine and the feminine from the 24th of March onwards, okay? Now, because Saturn is about to hit Aquarius as well, very starseed based energy. It's very kind of starseed, life missions, life goals, life path. That's very kind of, I feel like you're going to start seeing some things slotting together, and it could well be at that point. This is when the Knight of Cups comes forward and goes, right, great, I've cleansed all my emotions now, let's go. Let's have a look. What can you tell us, Spirit? Aries. That's like 20 cards. I think we're, what else can you tell us here? I know you've probably got a lot to say. Here we go. Right. We've got the Queen of Wands. So this feels to me like they are going to offer their emotional gesture in the month of March, but they may not still be single. Okay, because we've got the Queen of Wands here. Pay attention for that. Because it just, again, we also don't have a king yet. We also don't have a king yet. We want a king, ideally. Now, it doesn't mean to say that, you know, if you're watching this and you identify as the masculine within this scenario, that you know, take which one that you feel you fit into. Because a Queen of Wands doesn't have to be female. Let's just put it that way. And the Knight of Cups doesn't have to be male. All right? Because then it can relate to ages as well, so just take it as it comes for that to respect, but it's more the dynamic and the energy behind it. What can you tell me, please, for Aries? So essentially what they're saying here is someone's going to come forward and not make an emotional offering and then they're going to come forward and there's going to be a bit of a Wheel of Fortune event where a tide turns, and at that point there's a shake up I'm seeing, and then they're going to come forward and offer something emotional, but they're still going to be in a relationship. And then after that we've got the Tower, so that's great. Because basically now this was obviously the ladder again, and now we've got the snake. But let's just double check, because this could be a double ladder, so let's just see. And if you don't all know what snakes and ladders are, if you aren't aware of what that game is, it's a board game for kids or adults, and essentially you use a marker and you roll a dice, and depending where you land on the board, if you land on a ladder it gets you to the top higher and to win quicker. And if you land on a snake, it brings you back down to square one, or, you know, the beginning again. And so you have to start all over again, all right? For some reason, they want me to use this analogy. Maybe this is going to really, you're going to understand this easier, or this is going to be, maybe you guys play loads of board games, or maybe you have even said to someone, oh, look, I think he's playing it like, this is like a game to him. This is why they're giving it as a reference, but there are double meanings, sometimes hidden meanings in what I'm saying, so just bear that in mind. This is not to say he's a snake or she's a snake or someone's a snake. This is just an analogy, okay? So let's have a look. Tower. Tower. Right, let's have a look. What is this tower, please? Let's dig. Let's dig. I'm going to be really honest with you. This is fairly phallic, okay? Gonna just tell you what the first thing that popped into my head, and it's phallic, okay? They're all laughing, okay? Because they know I get embarrassed when I say these things. Because I'm scared my mum's gonna watch or my dad's gonna watch. Not that I mean, like, it's not the end of the world, but it's just a bit cringe, isn't it? Yeah, because they're all a little bit old school, my mum and dad, bless them. So, yes. Tower and the Ace of Wands. We've also, don't forget, we had the Knight of Wands. Now I'm gonna just clarify the Tower with the Ace of Wands. Let's see, because I'm not getting the bet. I kind of feel like this person may want to get laid. Gonna just be real there, and it's up to you. Personally, not a chance that I would do that, but it's up to you. We've got the Queen of Cups here. They're saying use protection. Queen of Cups is a mother figure. Someone who's got babies, so just be aware. Someone, it's this. Don't be. Someone's getting lulled into a false sense of security with this. I'm gonna just tell. The only reason I'm saying that is this doesn't feel like my heart center is not being set alight with this. They're saying no. Let me just check. What is the Tower, the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups here, please, Spirit? Yeah, 8 Cups. So, going to be real with you. If you decide to take this person's offer, it's going to end where they walk, all right? So, I feel like this could be someone who's a bit of a player, keeping it real. May well be that they come back again, but let's have a look. Let's see what else they're going to tell us here. Aries, please. Yeah, someone's got, it's like a love bomb. It's like someone's love bombing you. This is a love bomb. We've got Page of Cups. I don't trust this energy. Now that sounds awful when you know, if you're sat there thinking, well, this is Page of Cups. How can you not trust that? Like that's a lovely energy. It's an immature energy. And we've also got the 5 of Cups in reverse with the Page of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify, what is the Page of Swords reverse with the 5 of Cups reverse, please, for Aries? Wow. This can't be right. What is... Someone's trying to hold back disappointment. Someone's... it feels, again, it's illusionary. This is such illusionary energy. It's like someone's pretending they don't like someone. Clarify the Five of Cups reversed with the Page of Swords reversed, please, Spirit. What is that? This is a third party situation that comes towards you, gives you emotional fulfillment, there's an emotional bond, there's an emotional interaction, and then they withdraw again because they're back to the other person. And then they come forward again, giving you the same information, or maybe there's intimacy, or maybe, that, like I said with the last scenario, there's sexual intimacy, contact, and then they offer the world, and then they're off again. This feels like a cycle of snakes and ladders over and over and over again, but let's have a look. Yeah, the devil, the shadow side. End the cycle, because this is not going to work. All you're doing is you're going in a loop, and then what you're doing is you're on a game where you go up to the top square, and then there's a snake on the top square, and you have to go all the way back down to square one and start all the way over again. And that's why they're saying snakes and ladders. And to be honest with you, it's like someone's, I'm going to be real, someone's bullshitting a commitment because they're scared you're going to walk. Right, and it's not to say that they don't want a commitment. It's just to say that this is. I'm going to clarify this. Feels like a player. This feels like someone who's a player. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups. It's like they come forward, romantic gesture, and then look, and then they leave again. Right. If this is you, let's see what the advice is. If they resonate with that, what's the advice? What's the advice? You're juggling. Maybe you have a commitment as well. Or maybe you think this is long term, that this is going to go long term with you. You may even view this as a twin flame. What's the advice, please, Spirit? You're scared to end it. You are scared to end it. You don't want to, you're scared to walk away from this. What's the advice? What should they do? They're saying don't be scared to end it. And they're also saying you already know what the answer is. Your guides have been giving you clues, and you've been sort of saying maybe this isn't for me. Maybe you might have even watched videos, pick a card videos that are like get him out or get her out, and you're just like, maybe I should just wait, maybe I should just wait. Maybe you should and maybe you shouldn't. Personally, if this is me, I would be focusing on myself, and then if they want to come back in with a solid gesture, then let them, you know, because don't forget that not everyone, I mean, look, this is the overriding message for Aries here, but it just feels like at the moment you are the third party in the situation, and they don't want to release you, but they don't want to move forward. Look, Hanged Man, this is a stalemate. The shadow side. This is either karmic and or this is an attachment thing where you need them. It's like an addiction. You have to have them. That's the thing you need to resolve in you. Because what we need to do is, if that is you and you resolve that addictive energy and then come back to this, then you can sit and go, right, actually maybe there's something more to it. But if you're sat addicted to someone, that's not healthy. In fact, it's the opposite of healthy. It's attachment, which isn't love. Let's have a look. What other messages, please? Magician, right? So either they're a bit manipulative and they're drawing you in, and they're deliberate. Spirit seems to be saying yes. So whoever's watching this, now this is the thing. This might be for one of you, might be for all of you. They're saying there's a few of you that this is going to relate to, but this person, I don't like their energy. Let's have a look. Magician. What is this? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's just third party. It's just third party. This is they're still in a third party, and they're not. I feel like it's blocked a bit of your happiness as well. Right, let's have a look. Yeah. It just doesn't feel... I mean, what I would do is focus on you, and like I said, come back to it. Come back to it. Once you feel like it's not so much an addictive thing, take a break from this, focus on you, and then come back to it. If you still feel there's a pull there, but you know what I mean, and they're balanced, they're sort of giving as much as they're taking, then great, you can sort of see where this goes. But at the moment, I feel like this is a bit out of control. It just feels like it's like you can't let them go, and that's unbalanced, you know. Aries, please. Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries, please, for March 2020. Yeah. Moon. The Moon and Four of Pentacles. So this is the kind of energy I was talking about earlier here, where there's an emotional need. It's like you guys are, I feel, especially again, if you've got Sun or Moon in Aries, I feel like this is going to apply to you. And to be fair, my Moon is progressed in Aries, so I need to also have a look at this. There is a cleanse coming, okay? It may well feel like at the end of the month you'll be able to release, but there's definitely something you'll be releasing if you do relate to the Moon in Aries. And even maybe sometimes, you know, you might be Sun or Ascendant. There's definitely an emotional release that's going to be happening over the month of March. And what else can you tell me, please, Spirit? What can you tell me? Yeah, the work. There's going to be work carried out, I feel. Again, it's just a reiteration of the fact that to be focusing on yourself and to focus on the wounds, focus on the need for things. We've got the High Priestess here. Let's have a look, because the High Priestess is the Keeper of Secrets. The intuition, it may well be that your intuition is in some really, really heightened state over this month. It looks like you might be moving into calmer waters here after that release takes place. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's like give up. Just release the need for control. Release the need for... This is the other thing, because we keep having the Page of Swords in reverse. This is someone who could be keeping information to themselves, or either that, or they're immature, or they're not telling you everything, okay? If that's the case, relinquish control and just hand it upstairs. Focus on you. If this is meant to be in your life, rebalance your energies here, rebalance your emotional center, and then review it again. Because if they're meant to be, you know, with you, then they will. What else can you tell me, please, Spirit? Yeah, look, Two of Cups. And if they're not meant to be with you, someone else will. Let's have a look. Let's do... they're saying one more, right? What else can you tell us about Aries, please? Aries for March. Yeah, look, we've got the Queen of Cups again with the High Priestess and the Six of Swords. Let's clarify this. What is the High Priestess with the Six of Swords, Spirit? It could be that someone wants to meet you secretly, or there's like an arrangement in secret, or someone's trying to arrange something and they're like, oh, well, you know, don't ring me or anything. We'll just meet here. And you're like, well, why don't you want me to ring you? Oh, you know, it's just one of those things. Like they're hiding something. It's like they've got someone at home that they don't want to, you know, you to know about, or they don't want you to ring, and then it's like awkward for who's at home. Someone might invite you away secretly to get away from their other half. Let me just have a look. High Priestess, Six of Swords. Yeah. And if it's not that, it's like they want to secretly start again, but not tell anyone. If you've got friends in common, it's like there's things that are being done in secret. It's like they want to start over. They want to start over again. They could have children as well. It could be that they actually do have children, or maybe this is actually your own counterpart that you've had children with once before, where they're looking for a reconciliation, but they're with someone else. But it's going to be done in secret. This is all done in secret. It's like it looks like you're the other woman. Yeah, this is someone who is not faithful. King of Wands, King of Wands, King of Wands. There's 2 women, 1 man involved in a relationship. There could be children involved. He could have children with this lady, and you're the other woman who maybe isn't aware of this scenario. And if you are aware of this scenario, he could have bullshitted you, and that sounds harsh, but it's real, into hanging on or waiting around or having a fresh start or this or that, because this is coming up over and over now. Yeah, but this is the thing, 4 of Pentacles, he doesn't want to let go of this other person, but I don't think he wants to let go of you either. And March for Aries, please. March for Aries. Yeah, Magician. Magician. Now let's clarify, because that landed on her with the Magician. See, now I'm... Do I say this? If you have got... Now, you're not... Again, you're going to listen to this and think, oh my goodness, that's awful. Right. If this is total shock to you, then this is not going to be for you. All right? If you hear this and think, I've been kind of suspecting that, then this is for you. There could be a person involved here that who is in a third-party situation, who the female in the situation, maybe you're viewing this person, this male in the situation as your counterpart, or the other person in the situation who's got the third party as your counterpart, and you're aware that the other person that's around them is maybe practicing black magic. All right, I would say they are. From looking at this, if this is your suspicion. Now, again, I don't want people freaking out in the comments going, are you trying to tell me this is what's going on? What I'm saying to you is you would have already had a little suspicion about this, or some gut instinct that was telling you there's something not right. This is not to shit stir and cause a load of problems. This is to heighten, shine a light on what was previously hidden so that it can be looked at and acknowledged. Yes, I am saying that. I am saying that there's potentially people doing spell work. The fact that we're having Magician coming out, and this is the thing, where the cards land is very significant, okay? And both the 4 of Pentacles and the Magician landed on the third party, okay? So, to me, someone is potentially doing a bit of a binding spell there. Now, this is the problem we've got in these situations, and you might be saying, oh my goodness, this is awful. In these types of situations, it's because there could be a lesson that this individual hasn't learned yet. All right, usually ego. They don't want to. There's something about this third party they don't want to let go of because it's an ego thing, and they don't want to leave it because they think someone else is going to get it. But they're run by ego here. Something is causing this person to buy into that energy. So you can't just do a black magic spell if the person doesn't care or isn't vaguely attracted to the person. Then it's not going to work. If they're not in a low vibrational energy, it's not going to work. But if they are, or if there's some level of attraction, then it will, in my opinion. Again, take it as you know, if it doesn't resonate with you, then just leave it. This has to be up to the person whether or not they want to walk or not. Now, you don't, for all the goodwill in the world, that kind of energy is not going to force someone to stay in that situation, because it's free will at the end of the day. If this person goes, look, you are a nightmare, let me leave, then they'll leave. Now, again, people might have other opinions of that, and that's fine, but let's not underestimate these people, or let's not underestimate ourselves, because, do you know what I mean? It's like you have to, if that is you, I would be getting on with you. Focus on things that you feel, and let's say you're looking at your third party, your person, thinking, yeah, that makes sense, you know, that they're very egoic and they hate sort of letting go of things, then you're going to be a mirror of that. So you need to be looking at what you need to be letting go of on an ego basis, or whatever you think their issue is, whatever, you know, whatever the reason is that they're holding on and clinging on to this. It could be abandonment issues, it could be anything, shadow work that they need to do, inner child work. Then you need to counteract that and do your side of that, because that's going to help. All right. Right, let's look at outcomes. I want to go to the Goddess deck. I want to go to the Goddess deck. Outcomes for Aries for the month of March 2020, please. Outcomes for for Aries. Well, not Mary's, Aries. Maybe you have a link to... Here we go. Divine Passion, Pele. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And I'm just hearing I want to be free. So this relates to the last situation we were just talking about. If you're, I mean, look, it's karmic. This is karmic. They need to learn, and they could also be. This could be you. Maybe you're the male in this situation, or you're the person that's got two people that are fighting over you. You need to. Your heart's at the center of all this, because I feel like there could be confusion as well, which is also not helping that person break out of that kind of illusion or spell, right? Mary Magdalene, unconditional love in reverse. They're not used to conditional love, or either that or you're not used to unconditional love, and they're not used to unconditional love. So they're remaining in a situation that is to them what they're used to, because outside of that it scares them. All right, and if that's not them, it's you. And again, you could be a cross watcher here watching for an Aries, and if that is you, then this obviously will, should resonate. So outcomes, please. Yeah. Athena, inner wisdom. It says you know what to do. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. Usually, I don't have... One sec. Yeah, usually I don't put my owl up. But for some reason today, I was told to put my owl up. Now it makes sense. Inner wisdom. With the owl in the background. The owl is the inner wisdom, it's the guide, it's the protector. It's those that can be seen or seeing from a very wide perspective. And so they're able to observe and make things, they can see things very clearly. This is my owl that I drew. I like drawing. Now I've put him back. He's there. I should really move that over a little bit more, but he's there. This is energy. Okay, so let's have a look. Any other outcomes, please, for Aries? Diana, focus intention. Shoot your shot. This is someone who, and again, call upon Diana if you need help with this. Just keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Keep going. Keep going with it. Set your intentions, especially around the 24th, 25th, because again, there's a clearing happening, isn't there? So that's going to be very powerful. All right, keep focused with it. Don't doubt it. Outcomes, please, for Aries. Start delegating. Start delegating. And it says, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything yourself. So again, ask for Green Tara to clear any energies, any healing work that needs to be carried out, to show you any signs as to what you should be focusing on to get this healed. Outcome, please, for Aries. Yeah, sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Basically, take some time out to really connect with the spirit sort of guides, angels, helpers, loved ones in spirit, ancestors. Let's go to another deck here. Okay, we're going to go to the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed for final outcomes for Aries. Final outcomes for March. Aries, March, please. Final outcomes for Aries for the month of March. Definitely something around a cleansing of emotions here. Look, we've got Moonlight again. We've got Moonlight again. Again, the emotional body. There could be a very strong emotional cleanse. Again, don't forget 24th, 25th, where the Sun conjuncts Moon, and also Chiron. That's going to be really strong energy. it's like a reboot, because we've got coming to life as well, so it's like a reboot happening. Someone's getting rebooted here. It's like the Snakes and Ladders is about to sort of have a reboot, so you're not going in a loop. There's a reset button happening. And we've also got Gentle Gardener. So someone is cultivating some care over their, again, maybe practical, maybe you've overlooked your practical life or your practical side of things, and that's being looked into, or maybe you're taking care of yourself while all this is going on, while you're kind of waiting for that recalibration. You're sort of working on you. And then we've also got goblins here. So it's just a bit of a hint as to sort of a bit of a illusionary energy, a bit of a kind of yeah, it's just, again, illusionary, kind of not as it seems, but that's getting cleared. Someone's getting reset and cleared so that they're not confused, because moon's also confusion and also intuition. Mars, please. I keep saying Mars. Look for where your Mars sign is. Maybe you've got Mars in Aries, because I feel like that would apply to you. We've got magic prayer. Something is getting very strongly, there's a very strong cleanse. Okay, this is the magic prayer 32, which is 5, adds up to, which is very much about change. But this is about a total recalibration from where I'm looking here. Final outcome card for Aries for March, please. Outcome, last card. Last card, please, for Aries. So you may be getting, at some point after this recalibration, a commitment. Some of you, one or two of you, may be also getting a commitment, because that after the reset, that's it. So maybe the Snakes and Ladders game, you've won. All right, but that's not for all of you. That's going to be for one or two of you, but that there is a commitment for potentially some of you. All right, guys, hopefully that's been of some help. That was your Aries reading for the month of March 2020. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. All of your likes, shares and subscriptions, it means a lot. Do write in the comments. It does help me link in with your energy. Any sort of interaction you can give me on these videos really does help when I do them, because it means that your energy's around, let's say, where I can get the insights for you. And yeah, tomorrow's video is Taurus for March 2020. Take care. Bye.